Chapter 8. The Trade. General Cody's office was dimly lit, the sound of paper shuffling as he signed off on a stack of classified documents. His cold, gray eyes scanned the pages, processing the information without much thought. His mind was elsewhere. The nurse entered, interrupting the silence. "The boy is waking up, sir," she said quietly. General Cody didn't look up. "I'll be there in a minute. Where's the girl?" "She's sedated and tied up in the lab, just like you ordered." He nodded, dismissing her with a wave. "Keep her under. I'll deal with her after I see the boy." As the door closed, General Cody leaned back in his chair, the gears in his mind already turning. He knew the boy, Jackson, wouldn't be an easy one to break, but everyone had a weak spot, and his friends were the key. If he could manipulate Jackson, the rest of the resistance would fall in line. Back at the safe house, Rico and Vega were busy strapping on gear, preparing for what felt like a rescue mission against impossible odds. The safe house's dim lighting made the weight of their task feel heavier, a sense of impending danger lingering in the air. Rico glanced across the room where Leon stood, isolated from the others. There was something off about him, something that had been nagging at the back of Rico's mind ever since Jackson and Rosa had gone missing. He noticed Vega watching Leon too, her sharp eyes tracking his every move. "What are you thinking?" Rico asked her in a low voice. Vega didn't hesitate. "I think Leon is holding something back from us." "You don't trust him?" She shook her head. "And I think he knows what happened to Jackson and Rosa." Rico felt a flash of anger, but held it down, knowing they couldn't afford to splinter. "What are we going to do about him?" "Nothing for now," Vega replied, her voice calm but firm. Rico nodded. If Vega was suspicious, then he had to be too. Something didn't sit right. Across the room, Jessie sat alone, fumbling with the sleeve of her jacket. Beneath it, the red mark on her arm was pulsing. Her breath caught in her throat as she watched tiny, squiggling shapes move beneath her skin. Panic washed over her, but she forced it down when Rico suddenly appeared at her side. "You all right?" he asked, his voice gentle but concerned. She yanked her sleeve down, trying to mask her fear. "Yeah, I'm fine. Why?" Rico hesitated, his brow furrowing. "Your brother is missing." "I know you two are close." Jessie exhaled shakily, glancing at the ground. "I hope he's okay. We need to find him." "We will," Rico promised. "Let's finish getting ready. I need to talk to Leon." Rico moved toward the back of the safe house, where Leon lingered, his eyes darting nervously around the room. Vega circled the area, keeping her distance but making her presence known. When Rico reached Leon, he kept his tone casual. "Hey man, what's up?" Before Leon could respond, Vega was there, a gun pressed to his temple. "Don't move," she hissed, "and put the rifle down." Leon's eyes widened in shock, his hands trembling as Rico stepped forward, relieving him of his ammunition and gear. "What the hell is going on?" Leon stammered, his voice shaking. Rico didn't answer, but Vega leaned closer. "You tell me." Leon stared at her, confused and terrified. "You know me. What have I done?" Without a word, Vega tied his hands with rope, while Rico rummaged through Leon's belongings. After a few moments, he pulled out a small two-way transmitter radio. He held it up, anger flashing in his eyes. "What is this?" Rico demanded. Leon opened his mouth to protest, but before he could speak, Vega slammed the butt of her gun into his face, sending him to the ground. Blood dripped from his mouth as he groaned in pain. Rico turned on the radio, pressing the button. "Hello?" In the government facility, General Cody's radio crackled to life. He heard a voice, one that wasn't Leon's. "Hello, is anyone there?" A slow smile spread across his face as he leaned forward, pressing the button to respond. "Hi there, we need to chat." "Where's my sister?" the voice demanded. General Cody's eyes darkened. "They're safe, for now." He paused for effect, then added, "I see you found my man. Bring him to me and I'll give you back your sister and your friend." Back at the safe house, Rico clenched the radio tightly, his mind racing. He knew Cody's offer was a trap. If they walked into this, it would be suicide. But he had no choice. He couldn't leave Jackson and Rosa in the hands of the enemy. Jessie suddenly appeared beside him, her face pale but determined. "Let me take him in," she said. "You guys hang back, just in case it's a double cross." Rico frowned. "Are you sure?" "I'm his flesh and blood," Jessie replied. "He might not know it at first, but he'll recognize me. Besides, he has Jackson. I need to be there for my brother." Rico exchanged a look with Vega, then nodded. All right, but be careful. At the facility, General Cody entered the room where Jackson was held. The young man looked up groggily, his eyes half closed from the sedative. Are you all right? Cody asked, his voice deceptively gentle. Jackson's eyes narrowed. Where am I? Where's Rosa? She's being looked after, Cody replied smoothly. You have a lot of questions, but they'll all be answered once your friends arrive. Jackson's eyes flicked to the restraints on his hands and legs. He knew then that this wasn't about questions. It was about control. His mind raced. He had to warn his friends. They were walking into a trap, and he was running out of time to stop it.